There we go.
Oh, okay.
I forgot the backup. Sorry, I
need that.
did a
Here we
little
are, bro. I mean, we are fucking live in the flesh on the tube for the first time. This is popping the cherry on that one.
I like it. It feels good. Hi, Mom.
Yeah. Let's start off that real quick. Well, okay, before we start that, how are you doing today, man?
Hey, I'm doing good. Doing good.
Yeah.
It was let's see. We've been inundated with how much wet weather, snow, rain, you name it, and then we got 3 days of sun,
Yeah.
3 dry days.
Today was
celebrating every day.
pretty amazing. Yeah, today was pretty amazing. Actually, I actually went out and watched the cars. It felt like a summer day to me. I don't know, but to other people, it still might have been like freezing cold. But I don't know. I guess I'm just cut from a different cloth where it just felt super warm to me. So I was outside and about doing my thing, catching some vitamin D. But yeah, we've had a lot of mixture of weather. I mean, Pacific Northwest, that's what you're gonna get. It's a little bit of here, a little bit of this and that. So I mean, yeah, man, that's what you get from the Washington State. But so you're doing good. That's good to hear. One thing I did want to bring up before we embark on this fucking randomness of what we call the Untitled podcast. Isn't it wild to think that when we were young, when I was younger, I would always think like, damn, it would be so cool to be on TV. But you fast forward, it's like anybody can do it. It's like right now, I bet you. Actually, earlier today, I was doing like a post live. Like a little test or whatever, just to see how everything would show up on the big screen. I'm like, I'll be damned. There we are on fucking TV, just blown up. It's like, damn, that's crazy. We made it, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah. We couldn't make it on TV, so we just made it on live stream.
It's the next best thing. It's like the next what is it? Like you don't get the Sprite brand, but it's like the Shasta. Yeah, there we go.
But you know what? Here's the thing, though. I see it as live streaming. So you got the TV, right, which is like the VHS, and
Yes.
then we're coming through with the DVD. We're the DVD on the VHS, right? That's that old stuff. So,
dude, yeah.
I don't
the
know.
VHS with the DVD, like the combo.
Yeah, and then whatever this turns into Blu-ray, turns into 4K, whatever they call that
now.
stuff.
I don't know where we're at actually. I think we're at 8K now.
8K?
We're up there. I don't know.
Oh man. I think there's a lot of Russians into 8K right now.
Oh yeah, man, definitely. But yeah, man, we're definitely being streamed through on the mobile device, on your big screen TV if you're watching it on the big screen. But yeah, man, we're everywhere now. So yeah, so we'll definitely this is kind of more of an experiment on our behalf, just to see try different new things, because we pretty much told ourselves we want to do little different things in regards to the podcast, and just see if it helps us grow and just expand to a bigger audience, or just add more to our audience that we have currently right now. But yeah, this is just more for experimental purpose as well. We might keep on doing it, or we might just stick to our regular just kind of schedule where we record an episode, push it out every Friday, and who knows, but we'll see. But for now, here we are. But yeah, man, so I got 4 good topics today on the agenda for our What the Fuck segment, aka Off the Tip, as the homie Nick would say. But yeah, I got 4 interesting topics that we're going to dive in and just kind of dissect and see just where the conversation goes. For the first one, though, I want to start off with something that a lot of probably the younger crowd knows, but obviously us adults, I'm pretty familiar with this. Pokemon. Now, so, and I know you had a little story where you actually ate into a Pokemon card, because you said you mixed it up with your fries. You confused it and you started chomping on it.
Yeah, didn't know it was worth a lot of money. That's how I knew I was old, when I just threw away what would you say, it was $600 card?
I don't remember, but I'm like, it could be worth something here down the road if you would have saved it. You're like, oh well.
Oh
This
well.
has something to do with Pokemon in general, with one of the favorite characters, Snorlax. Snorlax is like this big ass character that likes to eat and sleep. Kind of familiar to me. I like to eat and sleep too. I'm sure you do too, Brett. I mean,
I can relate.
Right? So the title of this article goes, LAPD officers fired from chasing Snorlax in Pokemon Go instead of the robbers. Now,
Love it.
just that, I just say, fuck, we definitely have to talk about this in the podcast. So
Yeah.
this is what the story goes. 2 Los Angeles police officers were fired after they chose to chase a Snorlax in Pokemon Go instead of helping helping to stop a robbery in progress at the local mall. As reported by Vice and detailed in court documents, former LAPD officers Luis Lozano and Eric Mitchell were on foot beat patrol on April 15th, 2017, when a robbery at the Macy's at Crenshaw Mall was taking place. Damn, Crenshaw, the hood, baby. Calls began going out to the place in the vicinity to respond, and some, like a unit that was at a homicide crime scene, rushed over to the mall. Lozano and Mitchell, on the other hand, ignored the call at first and then responded with a simple no
Good move.
when asked again. As it turns out, they willfully failed to respond to the robbery call and attempted to conceal the fact by saying they were somewhere other than they were actually were. After listening to the recording in Lozano and Mitchell's police car, the LAPD also discovered they were playing Pokemon Go on the day of the robbery. The recording showed that at approximately 6:09 p.m., just 5 minutes after Officer Lozano said "screw it" to checking in with communications about the robbery call, Officer Mitchell alerted Lozano that Snorlax just popped up at 46 in Lemur.
Dude.
The court documents read, after noting that Lemur doesn't go all the way to 46, Lozano responded, "Oh, you know what I can do? I'll go down 11th and swing up on Crenshaw." I swear, this sounds something me and you would do. Like, fuck it.
If you and I were cops, that they literally lived our lives as cops. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. So sad that they got fired.
So he says, "Oh, I know what I can do. I'll go down 11th and swing up on Crenshaw. I know that way I can get to it." Mitchell suggested a different route, then told Lozano, "We got 4 minutes." For approximately the next 20 minutes, the DICVS captured petitioners discussing Pokemon as they drove to different locations where the virtual creators apparently appeared on their mobile phones. On their way to the Snorlax location, Officer Mitchell alerted Officer Lozano that a Togetic just popped up. I'm assuming it's another Pokemon. A Togetic just popped up, noting it was on Crenshaw just south of 50th. After Mitchell apparently caught the Snorlax, exclaiming, "Got him!" Petitioners agreed to go get the Togetic and drove off. After successfully catching the Togetic, after Lozano buried it and ultra balled it, they decided to return to the 7-Eleven to end their watch. Later, they would lie about playing the game and even say they were merely having a conversation about Pokemon Go, and that they were capturing an image of the Pokemon on the tracking app. They were charged with multiple counts of on-duty misconduct and fired, and would later try to appeal their case by saying they weren't aware of their conversations while they were being recorded. On January 7th, 2022, the court did not appeal. While the event may have taken place in 2017, 2022 will soon see the release of Pokemon Legends Arceus, a new Pokemon game in the beloved franchise that may offer yet another chance for someone to get in trouble for playing it when they really shouldn't.
Oh, man. Hey,
Oh
can you
my
blame him?
God.
Can you blame him?
I mean, I don't know. It's I don't know. I think it's just funny.
Listen, I'm saying with all the flack that these cops get every time they apprehend a suspect, right? Who wants to go through all that when you can just let the guy get away, right? It's just stuff, right? That's the whole argument about robbery and about getting stuff stolen. It's just stuff, and that's where people rely on their insurance and all that fun stuff. So, I'm not against it. I totally back the blue on that one. That one is a I'm with it. I'm with it. I see no offense.
They were so committed to turn left here. I could go up 115 on Crenshaw.
I want to know how they got that conversation. Did they finally just fold and then admit it?
I don't know. But I do want to say this before we go more further into this topic. I just realized now we went on live. So for people that are tuning in right now, my apologies. This is a whole new thing we're doing right now.
Yeah.
But we're officially live right now. But what me and my boy are talking about are these two ex-police officers from the LAPD that got fired for playing Pokemon Go. They were chasing a Snorlax in the midst of a bank robbery that they didn't attend to, and they were on a mission to hunt this Snorlax down instead of, going and saving the day and being heroes in their local city and stopping this potential, bank robbery. So, yeah, I mean, dude, it's like anything. You drop the ball on your job, you're gonna get fired, or there's gonna be some consequences. So that's definitely what happened here.
Do you
I
think
just
they should have got fired?
Uh, I don't know. Maybe a suspension. I would be more. I think it would be more acceptable for me.
Yeah.
To say fuck it, a suspension. Without pay. Like say a month. A
Yep.
month. Excuse me. A month of suspension without. Excuse me. Without pay.
What's going on over there?
The fucking monster's fucking coming out for the kill, literally. No, but yeah, suspension without pay for a month. I think that would be more of a legitimate punishment instead of fucking getting fired. But hey man, maybe that month they could give them more time to play fucking Pokemon Go the legit way instead of fucking driving a police car and then chasing this fucking thing, But I think it was hilarious. I didn't really read too much into the story itself. I really wanted to, but I wanted to get my authentic, just reaction of reading this whole thing to know what really went down in the midst of this, really happening. But yeah, it happened in 2017, and obviously they're saying that they tried to appeal it. It didn't go their way, and they got fired. So it sucks. But hey, man, now you got all the time to play Pokemon Go and catch all those Pokemon, but. Hey, it sucks, I mean, I bet they were. What if? Okay, also another question. What if they were really good police officers too? I mean, what if they were, people doing their job well, where this one little mishap, it was a minor slip, and they fucking got fired.
Yeah, I mean, what if the guy just saved a kitten from a tree a week before? Probably because Pokemon was in the tree, and then the cat happened to be there. But yeah, I mean, I think that's way too much. I mean, seriously, you've seen what it takes to fire these cops, right? And then now it just this seems like the loophole. Nope, can't chase Pokemon.
Dude, I know that it's so similar to what you and me would do, honestly, if we were cops.
Absolutely,
dude. We would be doing the most, and
yeah,
we'd be rocking these bad boys right here too.
Oh, we're definitely Pit Viper in it. Speaking of Pit Viper, we are getting a comment in the thread here. We got two.
Erica.
Okay.
Shout out to Erica. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Shout out to Erica
and Monica. You got the wifey there.
Yep. Okay.
Perfect.
So we got some peeps up in here. Thank you for dropping by. But yes. We would be doing the most. Definitely. That would be us. That's literally. I think this story literally is a mirror image of what me and Brett would do if we were cops.
We'd be in the middle of a podcast and then with our guest.
We'd be podcasting while on the job. That's how far we would go.
We've talked about it. We've talked about it. Like, hey, I've got this mic. Idea. I think we can buffer the sound a little bit. We can make it happen.
Just mute the gunshots. We got to mute those.
When we
or us breathing really hard while we're running, like after somebody, just breathing profusely, dude. So yeah, we can make it work.
Yeah, I think that what we should commit to is on our last day. Let's make sure our last day at work is our last day together, and then let's just totally hide somewhere and do a podcast at work on our last day. It would be amazing.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean,
what are you gonna do? Take my pension?
Oh man, we always talk about that day coming, man. Hopefully it will happen. We'll definitely have the last laugh and walk out of there as fucking winners. So hey man, time will tell.
There would be no crime to fight, Monica says.
Yeah, because we're running around the cop car every day, all day, just fucking riding around, not even stopping.
I'm more of a pacifist.
These guys have been on the road for the past 9-10 hours. They never stop.
Brett, Eduardo, do you guys even give out tickets?
Oh no. I mean, we just get fair warnings. I feel we should be approaching the citizens of this lovely town, with some fair warnings.
Our citizens are upstanding. This is a good community we serve. There were 3 homicides.
And yes, there was 3 murders too as well.
We relate.
So definitely. So yeah, maybe it's not suited for us though in the end. Maybe not. But hey,
Oh,
you never know. But the next topic, all right? This is pretty crazy. Of course, as you know, we talk a lot about technology, AI, robots, freaking stingrays that are made
Neuralink.
out of what is it? The embryos of what animal? The
Oh, is that
rats? Was it animals?
silicone? Yeah, that gosh.
So,
It's
well, artificial stingrays, right? That's
if
what
I
it
had an
was.
artificial brain, I could remember quicker.
So yeah, but it was stingray that was artificially made. It was part like actual real stingray, and it was man-made. Like robotics were involved, I guess you could say, or whatever.
Yeah.
But this is even crazy. The title for this article reads as it states: "Mind-boggling new metamaterial makes decisions on its own." And here we go. We're going to talk a little bit about this. It looks like the world is getting even more meta than it already is. According to a new study, researchers have managed to create a meta material that can make its own decisions. The researchers say the new material can sense, make decisions, and act on those decisions. As a result, this type of meta material could respond to changes in its environment in real time and revolutionize multiple industries.
What do you mean make its own decision? Like if you
It,
order a Whopper and you happen to be have a BMI that is not appropriate, they can tell you no.
oh, dude,
What do
but
you
what if? I
mean
mean,
make your
it,
decision? No, you're the robot.
I think it's one of those things where like I've seen something like this before on my freaking rabbit hole, like just searching on YouTube of like the newest stuff that's coming out or that they're working on, whatever.
Mm.
But it's like these new things where they can actually like program them to kind of like stick together and make whatever it is they want to like I guess put together or replicate or whatever. But this is crazy. It's pretty much a material that's like robotic in a sense. But think about it. Like the crazy thing here is how small they're making these things where
Yeah.
they're able to control it.
Yep.
Is that wild?
Yeah, it's like I've seen those little miniature drones, and people are afraid of those because you can literally stick a camera on those and go anywhere,
Yeah.
surveil anybody, anything you want. Man, I mean, it's just a matter of time, and I mean, look how quick when the regular drones came out, look at how quick the FAA came out and
Said
put
nope.
regulations, said not here.
Yeah, no, seriously, like they can yeah, I mean, think about that. And also how fast these fucking things can fly. I mean, we've seen
Dude.
some I think I've sent you a video of how quick they can go from like 0 to 155 like in point something seconds. It was
Yeah.
insane, dude.
Yeah.
So I mean, dude, think about that. But I'm gonna read another little piece just in regards to this new metamaterial. The possible uses of this kind of metamaterial are almost limitless. Researchers believe, for instance, a robot made of the new metamaterial could be sent into the environment with weather changes. The material would be able to sense the changes and respond to them tandem.
That's insane.
Dude,
That's insane. I mean,
I wanna be able to like talk to whoever created this or whoever's working on this, and like for them to tell me, okay, well, what what are we gonna use these things for? 'Cause that's always like my first question. Why and for what? It's
mhm.
cool. Like, yeah, it sounds like something from a sci-fi movie, but I don't know, man. I mean, it would freak me out to see this thing firsthand, to be able to like, okay, we're gonna we're gonna have it turn into a gun, or we're gonna have this thing turn into a fucking, I don't know, a cheeseburger
Yeah.
or something like that. Like be able to mimic everything. I mean, we're pushing the bounds on this stuff, and like it always corresponds to what we say. Technology is advancing so freaking quick that there's really no pause on this right now. And lately I've been hearing a lot about the metaverse, this, the metaverse that. And dude, it's almost scary to think like we're really like like that post for anybody that does follow us on Instagram at the Twitch podcast. You've probably seen this with the VRs with the cows. They're legitimately putting VR headsets on
Yeah.
these cows to pretty much make them feel more comfortable, more at ease, for them to see that they're actually out in the pasture where I think where they're at is I think they're in their barns, I'm
They're
assuming,
in
right?
like a gulag type setting. Yeah.
That is
Like they're
crazy.
they're they're confined. They're in a small confined space. And and so here it just stresses them out as it would stress anybody out.
Yeah, being
And
captive like that.
then, so they weren't producing milk. So then this farmer says, I have an idea. I just want to throw some VR goggles on this thing. I'm happy whenever I'm in the metaverse. Maybe my cow will be happy too. And sure enough, That's what he did,
Oh
and it
my
worked.
word.
The cow started producing more milk, and I'm like,
Dude,
oh my god, what is going on? Like
it's
that
gonna be
scared
wild,
me
man.
because then it's gonna make us live like we're gonna have this world that we're living in, right? Like they're gonna make it so crazy for us to live in. Our taxes are going to be astronomical. Our homes are going to be smaller. We're going to be confined to just these very small, like like that cow was in very small confined spaces. And then they're just their answer, their solution is going to be VR. Like, oh, but just put this VR on, and now you're in a mansion. Now you're in a mansion. Now you're on a yacht, Brett. We know
What
you
it,
want to be on a yacht.
I think I did send this to you via text the other. I think it was 2 days ago. But I found out that movie, what it's called, the one with what's so similar with like the meta, how they're gonna use it to kind of have it where we're not gonna have to go to work physically and be there. We can actually do it from the comfort of our homes. So if anybody's curious to watch this movie, it's called Surrogates and it has Bruce Willis in it. I can already say now that's where we're headed to. That's my guess. I'm throwing it out there as that's kind of like my ultimate guess what will happen. So pretty much
Yeah.
what it really entails is like they make a replica of you. And I mean, think about it. They're already making these freaking, what is it? Elon Musk is making his robots or whatever. You got other companies making robots as well. Let's say they make a Brett one. Like, all right, Brett, here you go. All you got to do is just climb into this control chamber here and just be able to control it. And your surrogate, I'm assuming that's what they call it.
Hmm.
It'll go in your car. You'll drive it like normal, but it'll use your mind to where you're controlling it, and you'll make it go to work, and then obviously have it come back home. It'll charge up, and then you just get out of the chamber, and then you get to go
What
about your
would
day
be
and
the
actually,
point? Like,
dude, it's
just let
insane.
me
But that
go to
seems so
work.
real.
Like,
It's
okay,
insane.
what are we gonna do for happy hour? Like, does my surrogate get to drink the beer, or do I get to drink the beer?
Right? Or he
Like,
can just grab it to go, take it to you, and boom.
yeah, I don't want to be an in-home alcoholic. I want to be a public alcoholic. I want to share my alcoholism.
You want to be the person to actually get behind the wheel while intoxicated.
Absolutely. Before the government. Now, did you see this? This got slipped into the bill that got
Oh my
passed.
god. Okay, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
The kill switch. They're
Ooh,
putting a kill switch on new automobiles. I think we've
I knew
talked
it.
about this already on the pod, where
Yeah, we did. About
if
the
you're
cars, the
if you're
newer cars.
drunk and then it literally won't start. So that's what they slipped. It's going to be law. It's going to be law. So, you know, um,
I'll
yeah,
tell you this: I'm sticking to my 2000 CRV a lot longer than what I thought, because there is no way in hell I'm gonna have somebody else, take control of my car
can't tell
without
me
my
not to drink
permission,
and drive.
right?
Hmm.
But so another thing too, what's crazy that I totally forgot about. This was me having to. We were switching car insurances, and I totally forgot that for you to get a better price on your policy, they tell you, hey, we'll knock, I don't know how much money it is, but they'll give you this little, it's like a little reader that you'll put where your,
Nope. I
you
know.
put it, have you seen it though, right?
They
I
put
honestly
they
totally
want to
forgot about
track your
that.
driving. They want to know
Yes.
how hard you're putting your brakes on. They want to know
Mm-hmm.
everything.
How
And
fast you're going, if you're gonna go over a certain limit or whatever, how many times you go out and about,
yep.
like your routes and all that, dude. It is crazy because I did have one once upon a time. I'm like, nope, I'm getting rid of it. I did, and this is when I had another car that I had before. Dude, it's wild that you can actually pull up the app and it'll tell you, like, the routes that you like, where you've been at. How long you've been out there on the road, like throughout the week, dude, fuck
You know how many
that.
times I've
Hell
had to
no.
delete my Google information? Google tracks the same data, and I remember reading this article, and it was saying this is how you can go into your Google account and see
Yeah.
your routes, see where you've been. And dude, it showed when I went to New York. It showed when I went to Virginia. And it showed all of my locations everywhere I went. And I'm like, God damn, it's getting hard to be a drug dealer. You know?
A drug dealer, an alcoholic, and what else? Well, that's pretty much it, right? Wifey, how many times do you breathe? Yeah, literally. Fuck, I wouldn't
Yeah,
be surprised, man.
yeah, yeah. Everything. everything.
No, it's wild. No, and they. So you're saying they actually put that in the bill where they're making these kill switches on your cars if, I mean, for whatever reasons that they're gonna think it's for safety, right?
Yeah, yeah. There was another thing in the
Insane.
same bill that they made that takes effect in January 1st, 2024, that could make yours truly a felon. And it's talking about crypto. And they used some
Mm,
obscure law from like 1984, basically to get everybody to start moving their money into the bank so that all of your money was centralized. But
yeah.
anything over like $10,000, the government wants to know. So if you're
Mm-hmm.
in crypto like I am, and for as deep as I am, what the government by on January 1st of 2024 is currently requiring me to do is explain where every single crypto came from. Like I have to fill out the same reports. So there's a basically makes it impossible. It's the same thing that moved us all into banks. So
Yeah.
everybody, if they were gonna make large transactions in cash, they were like, no, you know what? It's just too cumbersome to do all the paperwork. We're just gonna go to a bank instead. And so now that's the new law that they're doing. So the crypto community is just up in arms about this because they're saying, for one, it's not constitutional, it's not money, and yeah, and a lot of the people, it will literally crush anybody wanting to go into the crypto space in America anyway. And so yeah, so that's sort of one thing that is on my radar. Like, man, am I really gonna go the way of all my favorite rappers and have to spend some jail time, be a felon? They're gonna
Oh,
take my
dude.
gun and everything away from me.
Dude, yeah. No, man, I just still trip that they made that whole deal about if you're sending more than $600 through, what is it, PayPal,
Oh yeah,
Venmo,
makes
Cash
no
App.
sense.
It's like, for
It's
what? Like,
it's so
why? Why?
because what okay, it's so much hypocrisy in this thing that just got passed. So what they're trying to do, they're saying everybody needs to pay their fair share in taxes, right? But remember, when we were trying to get everybody to pay their fair share, the target was the millionaires or the billionaires, right? We wanted large corporations, we wanted the rich to pay their fair share instead of finding all these loopholes. So that was the promise, but what was actually delivered was the IRS attacking the small businesses. And so if you have an Etsy account and you're making a little bit of side money, the IRS, instead of still letting the rich play their same games, still letting do that. That was the promise, but they're still letting them do their thing. But now they're targeting the lower class again, the working class. And it's a story that keeps getting repeated. We keep getting lied to as voters. And yeah, that's what came out. Anything over $600 or 200 transactions that equal $20,000 has to be reported.
That's insane. I think it's wild, well, the more I think about it, it's just like it gets me kind of heated. Like, man, for what? For what? Go look at those other guys that don't pay shit in taxes. Like Jeff Bezos, he's a fucking great example. Doesn't pay shit, and he's worth fucking billions. And where's his
Yeah.
contributions to society? You know what I'm saying? Aside from
So
creating jobs
at,
and all that shit, but still.
at least I do have some support, at least in the chat. Monica says that they'll set up a a GoFundMe for the bail. So yeah, we'll have a
Oh, dude, for
hashtag
definitely.
free Brett, free
Oh, dude, that's what I'll
Bretticus.
wear. I want to wear those the free, when people like the rappers, they wear like the free, the homie, whatever, and it'll
Yeah.
have you with like your mugshot, but you with the pit vibes on, and then free Brett, aka in the back, aka the White Rhino.
Oh, dude, and imagine me in the yard, right? Where it'll play out like the scene on Half Baked where Bob Saget, rest in peace, and
R.I.P. R.I.P.
they're all at this drug, convention, or like Drug Anonymous or Alcoholics Anonymous, whatever. And they're talking about, and so Dave Chappelle's character had to go in and like, oh, I'm addicted to marijuana. I'm basically the Dave Chappelle. Oh, hey, what are you in here for? Oh man, I stabbed a guy 14 times. Oh yeah, I robbed a bank. Oh, I did this, I did that. And then me, I'm like, Man, I spent over $10,000 in crypto.
They just look
You
at
in
you like,
here?
what
For selling some crypto? Huh?
oh man, the crypto rhinos, what I'm gonna call you,
Dude,
dude. The
and
crypto
I won't even.
rhino.
I hope I have a tattoo by that. If I know I'm going to jail, I'm going to Louise and I'm getting a tattoo. I gotta get
Before you get
something
in
on me.
there,
I'm
so
getting
you
that
so you know,
bear. Boom.
yeah.
Every time I'm in the showers, like, don't even get close. Don't even test me.
Oh yeah, one hardcore motherfucker to get that full blown bear tattoo on his whole
Yeah.
body.
I'll be like, man,
So
why is this
hardcore.
soap extra slippery? This ain't as slick in my house.
Oh shit.
You wise
That's, yeah,
guys.
definitely. Most def, for sure. All right. So we're gonna move on to the next topic. And this one's I don't know. I thought this one was pretty I don't know. It involves fish, but there's a unique twist to this, and I'm gonna read this so to see if you viewers catch this to be a little interesting. Israeli scientists teach goldfish to drive. To drive, I would think like us driving every day to work or every day to go get our fucking Swisher Sweets from 7-Eleven, or us driving
Yeah.
to the bar to get intoxicated so we can account for some DUIs. But this is what it says.
Okay.
Goldfish are capable of navigating on land. Israeli researchers have found after training fish to drive. The team at Ben Gurion University developed an FOV, a fish-operated vehicle. The robotic car is fitted with LiDAR and remote sensing technology that uses pulsed laser light to collect data on the vehicle's ground location and the fish's whereabouts inside the mounted water tank. A computer, camera, electric motors, and omni wheels give the fish control of the vehicle. Surprisingly, it doesn't take the fish a long time to learn how to drive the vehicle. They're confused at first. They don't know
So
what's going
easy.
on. They don't know what's going on, but they're very quick to realize that there is correlation between their movement and the movement of the machine that they're in, said researcher Sachar Gavon. 6 goldfish, each receiving around 10 driving lessons, took part in the study. Each time one of them reached a target set by the researchers, it was rewarded with food. And some goldfish are better drivers than others. Well, I mean, there's some reference to that here in the real world, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't get into that.
Mm.
There were very good fish that were doing excellent, and there were mediocre fish that showed control of the vehicle but were less proficient in driving it, said biology professor and neuroscientist Ronan Segev, showing that the fish has the cognitive capability to navigate outside its natural environment of water, can expand scientific knowledge of the animal's essential navigation skills. We humans think of ourselves as very special, and many think of fish as primitive, but this is not correct, said Segev. There are other very important and very smart creatures.
So that brings me to an Einstein quote. It's talking about, like, don't call people stupid, and like, you just may be in the wrong surrounding. Go
Yeah.
ahead and put a goldfish in a tree. I think we are hitting the age where that quote didn't age well. What kind of a genius are you, dumbass?
See, Einstein, they are fucking smart,
Yeah,
but they
you are
fucking
so.
drive cars.
Yeah,
I mean, dude,
exactly.
you know, I think I would be more amused if I saw this in real life. Like reading, it's pretty interesting, but like, it's really crazy to think that a fucking fish can really get behind of a wheel of whatever this little car is
You know
and
what?
drive it around.
I'm
Isn't
sure
that
it would be as entertaining as watching like a video montage of all those people who fall asleep in their Teslas. You've seen them, right? And it's
yo?
just
Yeah, I've
like
seen a couple.
video montage. They're all sleeping, and their Tesla's just doing their thing, taking them wherever.
Would you trust that thing? If you had a Tesla, if you were balling out, not that you're not, but you are balling out. But if you had a Tesla, would you feel comfortable just to kick back an i5 and just take a little snooze and just let it drive on itself?
I would feel more comfortable if everybody had a Tesla or an autonomous, vehicle,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and they were all sort of synchronized with each other and
Yeah.
whatever. But no, with all the craziness that we have out here, no, I'm not trusting Elon's Neuralink driven
Yeah.
vehicle.
What if?
No,
Okay, hear me out. What if you could? Okay,
I
hear
would
me out.
practice though.
What if you could actually fall asleep, right?
Yeah.
And let the car drive itself. You slap on the Neuralink. What if the cars came with Neuralink already? Like, hey, as an option, you can have Neuralink. So while you're sleeping, you're able to control it and see or whatever while you're asleep.
That would be awesome. I think that they just need to crack the code on autonomous driving that it can literally think like a human. Tesla also gotten some heat recently about putting video games in the car. They were like, "Why are you putting video games in the car?" Like, because it's on autopilot. Duh.
Oh my word! What more? Like how more? It's almost playing that game. Like how dangerous can we get this motherfucker to be? You know, if it's not if it's not like right now, right? Like with I used to be. I'll say this. I'll admit that I was one of these people. But it really grinds my gears that you're driving whatever, I have my eyes on the road, I don't really I'm not on my phone unless like I have it on my fucking little holder, I'm changing a song or whatever. But you low key really see these people on their fucking phones, like literally like focused on their phones, and I'm like, dude, I honked the shit out of my horn, I freaking dude,
Yeah,
dude, it takes that 1 second for something just horrible to happen, and then just it
bro.
could cause a major car accident. And now we're talking about like the homie Elon, hey, and I'm a fan of the guy, he's like I say, he's the fucking actual real life Tony Stark. But with like you said, you're
I
fucking
do
adding more
trust
video
Tesla's
games to this,
autopilot. I do trust Tesla's autopilot more than a distracted driver, though. So I will say that.
Okay.
And I've seen that driving, that distracted driving. I've seen that. One of my friends who was a highway patrolman got hit head on from a distracted driver. She was driving a full size Dodge pickup, and she was reaching down to get her phone. She was so distracted and wasn't looking, but she was coming up on a corner, and that's where he didn't even have any time to react or anything. Smashed him, killed him at the scene. And he was like the first officer in 27 years killed in the line of duty in the state of Montana. So we had the governor come to the funeral, everything. It was sad, but it was like, I still didn't see enough going on in the community about raising awareness on distracted driving. I think they just took it as it was just an accident, but
Yeah.
I think it was a missed opportunity for sure. Because I'm not the best. Like, when I'm going through and I'm driving, I'm just like, I sometimes get a little cocky and I'm like, oh no, I gotta listen to this podcast. Oh no, and I'm going through it's over, or it's going into a commercial and I'm like hitting the fast forward button and I'm on I-5 and I'm like, it's bumper to bumper and people are switching lanes and rush hour, and I'm just treating it like it ain't no thing. But yeah.
Yeah, no, I say I've done it before, but I mean, there's been some times where I have some close calls where like I'm close to hitting somebody in front of me, or I'm just really not paying attention to the road, and I start kind of leaning off a little bit more to the right, going off the road. I know, no, not now. Especially now that I have baby girls in the back of the car, so I'm like, nope, can't do that, and I'm just fucking
that's true.
refuse to do so. But I mean, I don't know. I think I mean, didn't they say that they're actually not going to make that freaking Tesla truck now?
I heard something about that. That actually
fuck is
kind of
up with
breaks my
that?
heart. I don't know. Maybe it's just too big. I don't know.
The thing
But
looks
I love
ginormous.
that
Holy
thing.
shit.
Like, I was like, man, all I need is one of my cryptos to pop, and then I just need a Tesla truck. That's all.
That's all
Could you
your life
imagine?
is made.
And I wouldn't even quit. I'd just go to work every day just in my Tesla truck.
Taking over 2 parking spots instead of just one.
Have you seen the new Bronco? The new
I've seen pictures of it. Yes, it looks pretty cool.
Someone in my neighborhood has one, and he drives a black one. It is sleek. Oh, yeah. I like it.
Aren't those electric?
Could be. I don't know. I have to look at that.
Or are they the hybrid ones where like it's gas and electric?
Got me. It didn't have anything to do with chasing Pokemon or anything. So that was an article I missed. Didn't have anything to do with Bigfoot. Didn't have anything to do with UFOs, actually, government conspiracies.
When we were out and about, I actually saw somebody with that fucking green Bigfoot bandana.
Oh,
just fucking like a fucking. I mean, they had to wear a face, so I'm assuming they used it for a face mask. But dude, I was like, fuck yeah, that man knows what's up. Yeah,
I need to wear mine. I didn't. When we go out in public, I just wear a regular black face mask. But I should. I just start wearing a bandana. Those are like the rebels. Like a bandana when you're going out in public. When you see someone wearing a bandana as a face mask, that's kind of like. I don't care about it, but it's a face covering, and you can't do anything about it. So that like. If this guy has corona, he's definitely spreading this. That
You're
bandana,
leaving traces of this bad boy behind.
We've seen bandanas. They're made for grandpas, when they have a runny nose, they always
Yeah.
take him out of the, fold him and then blow into it and then fold it back
Yeah.
up and put it right back in his pocket.
Or just a quaint little clean handkerchief, just to fucking clean your hands from fucking doing whatever it is that you're doing out there and about. So it serves multiple purposes aside from actually being a fucking face mask.
Yeah. Yeah.
Another funny thing I saw today, and I just to put it out there because I thought I'm more of a guy that's like, if I see something funny, I'm gonna fucking laugh at it. I went to the gas pump, right? I was pumping gas, and obviously the gas prices at certain fucking places they're pretty high. I mean, they're about
We're
$4
getting over
whatever.
$4.
Yes, there was one. There was one where I looked at it. There was a picture of Joe Biden pointing at. It says, "I did
this." Yes, I know. I know. It's true though. We are living.
Oh my god! I was laughing so hard. I'm like, oh fuck! I just laughed. Like, it is. That is funny. That is funny.
There's a page on Instagram that's hilarious too. I think it's called like Shithead Steve or something.
Yeah,
Are you familiar with that one?
With that.
He had it was a picture of a man in a produce department, and he's just shopping, and he goes, "It's 2019. You can go to the grocery stores without your shelves depleted. You can afford gas. You can afford, we have all these life. Oh, yeah, there's no coronavirus. Life is good."
Life is good.
Isn't that amazing how
man.
much it just changed in just this short time?
Yeah, man. I'm kind of like, man. I just hopefully this year's better. I mean, we're pretty much, we're barely starting 2022, but I mean, it just. I don't know. I just hopefully things are just gonna go back to normal, and we're gonna ride this wave out and just continue pressing on. So, I mean, yeah.
I think we as a world will definitely grow from it. I mean, they always say like hard times create what? Strong men create something. I don't know the quote. Anyway, but all I know, if this is a George W. Bush in me, butchering every quote, but all I know is that anytime you face, and I'm a living testament of it, anytime you face adversity, like to the point where you could break from it and you can overcome that, you always come out better. So I think we as a world, whatever happens out of this, I know it looks scary. It looks, just uncertain. There's all this stuff, a lot of doubts, a lot of uncertainty. I think we're going to do fine. I really do. I think that there's just like this pressure is forcing people to be creative and figure out new ways. I mean, dude, if this Bitcoin kicks on, we are going to be able to topple the Federal Reserve. And I mean, that's going to be a heyday. I mean, that's going to be a beautiful day in the world for everybody. I mean, the US, I think the US dollar has done so much damage just because of all the where there's no freedom. Countries do not know what freedom is. And if you have something that can't be sanctioned, can't be broken, can't be stolen, can't be taken, boom, you got yourself a real thing. And I think we are on the cusp of that. I think all this old corruption, all this stuff, we're hitting a new era. I think it's going to be good. I do. I'm the optimist.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, in other words, the future looks bright. Hopefully, the future does look bright, and I don't know. I'm just ready to fucking move on and just fucking roll on, like I said, and just keep it rolling. Like
that's right,
rolling, like Tupac said. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But yes, the next topic, we've talked about this before. We brought it up. We never went into detail on this subject here, but you brought it up, and I remember you bringing it up, and then we touched tips on it for a little bit, but not all the way. So this one's pretty crazy. China switches on artificial sun that is 5 times hotter than the real thing. Nuclear fusion. A nuclear fusion reactor in China has set a new record for sustained high temperatures after running 5 times hotter than the sun for more than 17 minutes, according to the state media. The experimental advanced superconducting tokamak, known as the quote artificial sun, reached temperatures of 70, I believe that number is 70 million degrees Celsius during the experiments, of the Xinhua news agency reported. The ultimate aim of the developing of the artificial sun device is to deliver near limitless clean energy by mimicking the natural reactions occurring within the stars. The recent operation lays a solid scientific and experimental foundation towards the running of the fusion reactor, said Gong Xinzhu, I believe that's what it says. I'm
You're
horrible. I don't
probably
know. I
right.
mean, I'm horrible at Chinese. I'm sorry. That's not my strong suit. A researcher at the Institute of the Plasma Physics of the Chinese Academy of Sciences who led the latest experiment. The East Project, which has already cost China more than 700 billion yen. Is it yen, right? That's their money, yen?
Yen is Japanese money, but
Is Japanese?
that's
What's
probably a
their money?
Japanese article you're reading.
No,
I'm
it's
assuming
no, it's not. Well, what's their money? I want to get this
the
correct. I
the
want to make sure.
yuan.
The yuan. Okay, seven. Yeah, there we go. It's 700 billion yuan. Well, run the experiment until June. Nuclear fusion has been touted as the holy grail of clean energy production. However, it remains a long way from being realized outside of a laboratory, despite decades of research into the technology. Replicating the physics of the actual sun, nuclear fusion reactors merge atomic nuclei in order to generate massive amounts of the energy that can be turned into electricity. The process requires no fossil fuels and leaves behind no hazardous waste materials, unlike the regular nuclear process that powers chemical nuclear energy production. Physicists also claim that there is far less risk of an environmental disaster.
Hmm.
Wild, dude! I'm telling you, dude, they are ahead of the fucking game. If this, they said 2040, I believe they said they're gonna come out with this. I believe
Mm-hmm.
they said right here, yes. So the concept was the project aims to produce a concept design by 2024 and deliver power to the people's homes at some point in the 2040s.
Yeah. I mean, that's scientific
That's a game
progress.
changer.
You
That's
know?
a game
Yeah.
changer, dude.
That's like
Massive.
yeah, I don't know what so what do you I mean, that's pretty crazy.
So
Pretty
if so, this is this a thing where that soul. So let's say that main piece right there, right? That reactor, they could power a whole city with it, with no like anything that's gonna like harm the ozone layer or nothing like that.
no adverse
And
effects.
it's gonna be just an on running like power where pretty much it's never gonna run out.
That's how they're selling it. But anytime you have technology like that, there's always something that ends up, you know, that they either didn't mention or that they didn't see. So I would guess that there's more to this than just what we're reading. But at the
Dude.
same time, I mean, it's going to be something that if it's as good as they're saying, we're all going to want it. We're all going to want it because think of all the people that have solar panels, especially people in our region, right, where it rains so often that we don't get, the bang for the buck that say people in Arizona get when they have
Yeah.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
and so you get something like this, and you're just like, dude, the whole city, no more nuclear power, no more dams. You
Yeah.
wouldn't
Straight
even
up.
so then we have more fish in our rivers. It's just hopefully a good thing.
Damn. All I know is we have our UAPs that we have these super secretive fucking jets. They have their fucking reactors. I mean, dude, World War III is all going to be about having that massive the superpower. I guess you can say. That's my
Yeah,
guess.
well, we might be on the cusp of World War III, but we won't go into that. But there's some things brewing over in the Eastern Bloc. But
Well, just out of randomness, just because like I mean that's pretty much what this podcast is about, baby. We
that's
want to
all it
random
is.
shit. Uh, didn't they say like in Kazakhstan or is it Kazakhstan? If I'm butchering it, I am very sorry. No disrespect, of course. I'm heavily intoxicated and high, so that's why I'm swearing
Yes.
my words.
Yeah.
No, but
The needle
in
is still in his arm.
yes, still hanging from my arm. Kazakhstan, didn't they say that the what is it, the minister or the president there was saying because there was like some riots going on that he was saying pretty much open fire, no warnings, pretty much kill anybody
It
that
it was that was an insurrection. Everybody's
that's
talking
okay.
about what happened on January 6th of 2021 was an insurrection. It was just like a bunch of belligerent protesters,
Yeah.
and the FBI and the mainstream media is trying to make like force us to believe that was an insurrection. Wasn't. And there's too many FBI elements. The FBI isn't even answering questions. They're refusing to answer questions about whether they were actually engaged in this, like whether they were. It almost looked like a false flag operation where the
Mm.
FBI put their own people in to incite the riot. and they were questioned this week, and the FBI refused to answer any questions that had to do with it, because one of the main Ray Epps is one of the main guys that was initially, like, you could see him on videos saying we got to storm the Capitol. People around him saying Fed, 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 and so anyway, when they breached the Capitol, they arrested him. Well, then all of a sudden he was nowhere to be seen. He was released, and then meanwhile you got people that just went into the Capitol, no violence, no nothing, and they're still locked up to this day. Haven't even talked to an attorney. And so the Congress is trying to ask people what's going on. So anyway, so that's the comparison to the real insurrection that you're seeing, and yeah, it's dicey, dicey over there.
They ain't fucking around over there. Over there is like, hey, shoot now and ask questions later. No,
yeah, they were
ask
just like
questions later now, then shoot later.
Hold my beer. You call that an insurrection? Hold my beer.
Holy shit! Nah, man. Wild. When I read that, I was like, damn.
What about that volcano? Did you that volcano that hit? We actually in our region we got a tsunami warning.
Dude.
Yeah.
So if anybody does go out to the beach, very, very careful. I don't know if it's supposed to happen today or in the next couple of days, whatever. But I did get a message on my iPhone this morning, thinking like I woke up like, what the fuck is that noise? I woke up. I forgot around what time. I think it was around like 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, something like that.
Yeah, something. It was in the morning.
So explain to that. So what's going on? Like, is the world ending? Are we having that fucking catastrophic earthquake that's supposed to crack down the fucking piece of the coast?
All I'm saying is everything that's in the last chapter of the Bible is sort of happening and in lockstep, just the way it was written. I'm not telling you to, go in any direction. I'm just saying maybe read a few pages of it,
right?
And it might
take it from me. You take
get
it
it verbatim as to what, like, literally, you could read that. Read the last chapter of the Bible and then look at your headlines, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's like it's happening. It even talked about I was gonna make a joke, but I won't. Anyway, so they're apparently in the Pacific Ocean somewhere, some island called Tonkin blew up, and dude, like, you have to see the video on this one. The video, the satellite imagery caught the explosion happen and then caught the shock waves from it as well.
Didn't Joe Rogan post that?
I don't know. I don't follow.
It was like a big explosion. It was a big explosion that happened, and the satellite images caught it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, literally, and you saw the shockwave. So in our region, they gave us a tsunami warning, and I read it, and it said that we had to watch out for 1 to 3 foot waves.
Oh shit! Really?
1 to 3 feet. I mean, up to your knees. Watch out for the tsunami, guys.
Everybody free. Everybody run for the hills.
People in Fukushima right now are just freaking out. They're just like, seriously? You had waves that came over and wiped out entire cities, and they're warning us about 1 to 3 foot waves.
Those videos fucking gave me nightmares, bro. That was like the ones that happened in Japan, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When that water was just flowing through the fucking dude. I'm like, dude, I would fucking. That freaked me out. Because that shit you see in a fucking movie. No, this shit was happening in real life, So wild.
I'd be like, damn, that's why you're so small, because you don't even, Mother Nature doesn't even give you an opportunity to grow big.
Dude, no, there's no way, no how, man. Mother Nature's gonna come at its whatever way she wants and when she wants and how she wants, man. So damn crazy. But yeah, so that's what caused it. That's literally why we got that tsunami warning, right?
Yeah, we were sleeping and then woke up with 1 to 3 foot
damn dude.
waves on our shores.
So if everybody out there, everybody's safe, and yeah, just go for the high ground, I guess. I don't know what to say. I don't know what else to say, but with that, have you seen that video of the people? I think it was in Brazil. They were on those boats and that cliff came down.
Oh, that was horrible.
Oh my word, dude.
Talk about.
They said that 10 people died.
I thought it was more. Did they say? Well, they said that 10 people were confirmed dead and there were 24 or 20 more missing people.
Fam.
So, dude, and yeah, I mean, it was just a short clip, but oh my God.
That fucking big piece of that cliff just fucking, and it just tipped over. I'm like,
they said that the region had been facing a lot of a lot of rainfall, and so they think that
Yeah.
just that combination was just old, and and it was rocky. You could see that it didn't look the most stable, but I mean, if it'd been there for thousands of years, you wouldn't even know, right? And then all of a sudden, boom, it happened, and it just reminded me on a smaller scale, or the one in Brazil was a smaller scale than what happened in our area in the Oso
Oh, the mudslides.
mudslide.
Yes, that's
And I
right.
mean,
Yeah.
have you ever been up there and seen that?
I never have seen it, but I think you were the one that told me that like you drove by, or must have been somebody else that
Yeah.
it's just a sight to see. Like, damn, you can see kind of like where everything kind of just came down, and it was
It
fucking
was,
insane.
and they have a memorial set up, and they show like all the people died, kids, old people,
God, man, that is
moms.
so tragic, man.
It was, yeah. I
So
mean,
sad,
in an
man.
instant, they didn't even have a chance, and that's just how quick this Earth can do that. You
Yeah.
without warning. It's like Biggie says, without warning, no warning.
Peter Big. No, but yeah, that's sad. That is
Now
definitely sad. And
Biggie's alive in Cuba.
oh yeah,
That's
he's
what the
kicking it with
internet
Pac.
said.
He's definitely kicking it with Pac, man. They're both just
No,
chilling
Pac
and
died.
fucking. Oh, okay, Pac
Biggie's
died.
alive in Cuba.
Mm. I wish Pac was alive.
I'm just kidding.
No, but yeah, no, it's fuck. No, yeah, Mother Nature. Hey, ruthless as they come, and she decides the factors and just how it all plays out. So yeah, I mean, you just gotta treat the
Yep.
planet right. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Yeah, brother. I mean, other than that, man, I mean, fuck. We ran through. I mean, I don't think we ran through these fucking things. I think we're almost at an hour tops, which is crazy because it just feels. I mean, when you're having fun, you can't really, excuse me, track down time and just see how fucking how long this is going. And we
Yeah.
enjoy doing this, of course. And definitely, this is our first time going live, and I'm sorry that I wasn't able to hit the fucking live button. I was supposed to, and I think they missed probably the first half or the first half, not first
First
half, but
10, 12 minutes, I
2 and
think.
12 10 minutes, I think, but you could definitely replay this, which is cool. So, how this is going to play out, you can actually replay this episode if you missed it. For the little people that are watching it live or just chimed in, you can actually replay this once this is done processing and all that stuff, and then it uploads to our YouTube page, and you can just check it out on the fly. And we'll definitely release the audio here sometime later this week, which you can actually catch on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, TuneIn FM Radio, all that stuff. So
Yeah.
if you're more for an audio head, it'll definitely be out here sometime this upcoming week. But if you want to watch it in video, whether it's on your tablet, your mobile phone, your TV, wherever, we'll be there, and you can watch our lovely mugs on the screen. But with that being said, we're going to wrap this one up. Go check us out on Instagram at the Tiptech Podcast, where you can catch all of our preview clips, all of just it's a galore of randomness, but we try to make it
Bunch of
interesting.
shenanigans.
Shenanigans. We definitely want to. We would love to interact more with our followers and viewers and listeners and all that, and ask us questions and see what you want to hear on the Tiptech Podcast, because I feel like it's cool to kind of engage and get more people involved in this, to where maybe there's some cool stuff you want us to talk about. Maybe there's something that you know of that it'll be something down our lane. It'll be like, oh fuck, this is pretty interesting. Let's do some research and let's talk about it on the pod. But yeah, with that being said, we'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Hopefully everybody's having a fantastic Saturday / weekend.
Yeah.
But we'll catch you in the next one. We love you. Take care. Peace.
Bye, Mom.